Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Sacred Kismet. And this is Sunday's medicine of me just inviting you guys into my experience. I'm in the bathtub. And of course, this is where the message is, the medicine comes through. And this is the book I've been reading. It's Being in Love. I think before I said it was Knowing Love, but it's actually Being in Love by Osho. And this chapter was about soulmates or cellmates. Cellmates. A little bit about Osho before I get into the chapter. He is a mystic and spiritual teacher that really teaches the philosophies of Tantra. And I guess in Western culture, we think of Tantra more along the lines of sex and pleasure. And while I do think desire is a very prominent focus in Tantra, not so much pleasure, as I will kind of talk about. It really is the philosophy of relationship, not so much even desire or following your desire, but relationship. Your relationship with your desires, but also what you don't desire and why that is. And really taking the seat of the observer and being in deep observation of what you desire and what you don't desire. And I think that is Tantra. And then from that, moving closer to your desire. But, or at least that's my current idea of, or concept or perception of Tantra. Yeah, so this chapter was about relationships. And yesterday I had brought this up in the Saturn message of, we think we want this beautiful twin flame soulmate relationship. And the difference between the soulmate and cellmate is choice. You choosing what type of relationship you will have with your soulmate. Because, again, in Western culture, we think of soulmate and twin flame as this very pleasurable experience of someone that knows us so deeply and meets all our wants and desires. But actually, our soulmate comes in to build the relationship of, again, being the observer of what you want and what you don't want, and learning more about yourself through those desires. And so when thinking, oh, I want a soulmate, think about, do I want to be in the seat of observation is more so the ask, or, think about that. But anywho, if you are already in a soulmate situation, or, I don't even think it has to be romantic, because this morning, again, the medicine came through my children. I am here in the bathtub, just trying to relax and have a very slow, mindful morning, Sunday morning of stillness. And of course, Mason is Masoning and wants what he wants, and is very demanding in what he wants, because he is hungry. And the option for him this morning was oatmeal. You can have oatmeal now, or you can wait until I get out of the bathtub and you can have what you like, which is pancakes. So he chose to wait. And so every time he comes in here, which I'm sure he will come back in here while I'm doing this or recording this, I will have to remind him that he chose pancakes, and so now you have to wait. But it is that relationship of our desires both matter. They both hold equal importance. And just because I am the mother, he is the child, I am not superior. He is not inferior. And so, how can we both get what we want and desire and maintain our relationship, remain or sustain the love in our relationship and it not become a tug of war of who matters most, whose desire matters most, and who is more superior. Because I think as parents, we automatically feel more superior. And it's like, well, if I want to get in the bathtub, I'm getting in the bathtub. You can't do anything about it because you're a little person. And while that is somewhat true, as they grow and age and become older, us as parents will have to deal with those many moments where we denied them of their desire and the resentment that builds from that. And now that I have teenagers and even a grown person, my son is 18, I see that more and more. And so with my younger children, I do try to take the pause and be in the stillness of, okay, how can we both get what we want? Because you're going to have to either sustain that relationship or rebuild it back into love later down the line. And both teach you a lot about yourself and a lot about your relationship to love and what you desire. But the later or latter is a lot of work. And as a mother, I'm choosing to do the work because I love them, and that is my desire, is to have a healthy, loving relationship with them. And so I have to sit with the times of resentment where I did not give them what they desired or what they needed and what they felt like they deserved. And I have to sit with their feelings of that. And I also have to sit with the grief and the shame and the guilt that comes on my end from not honoring that then. But I didn't know that's where this was going. But again, this is in real time, and I guess just an unraveling of thoughts. And I'm trying not to show y'all all my business in this bathtub, so let me stop moving. Anywho, again, this is just me inviting y'all into my experience and sharing my medicine, the medicine I received as it pertains to relationship, as it pertains to Tantra, and this honoring of both the masculine and feminine aspects within all of us and also outside of us that shows up as relationships, such as our kids, our romantic partners, our friendships, our family. But also within this, how I was talking yesterday, Friday is that motherly love of like really tapping into that love aspect of desire. And then Saturday is the discipline aspects of that very masculine fatherly energy of like, okay, I get you want that and I would love to give you that. But did you do the things that you need to do before you can have that? kind of like a allowance. So like, did you work for this? And it doesn't have to be external actions. It could very well be internal actions, but knowing that both are necessary. And I feel like I'm rambling and I'm on a tangent, so I will stop here and say happy Sunday. Blessings to all watching and who will eventually watch or listen later. And Sadhana, which is I am truth, which is we're choosing to honor truth in this moment. All right, y'all. Bye.